All right, you read it right, guys. I bought a new stock. I bought Toast, ticker TOST, and I bought some this morning. And funny enough, yeah, I'm already down. But this is a stock that I think I'm going to make some money on, or else, well, I wouldn't be buying it. So I want to share with you all the charts, what I'm seeing here on the charts, what I'm liking, and we're going to go over the fundamentals, talk a little bit about Toast, the numbers, right? We'll see what's going on there. So let's dive into it. Guys, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe if you want. Take a sip of your coffee. I got that double espresso on deck, which I think I'm actually almost out of this. Might have to get another one after this video. But yeah, Toast is the new stock to the portfolio. Ticker TOST. And first of all, let's take a look at the charts, right? So the charts here look good, very good. We can see in the pits of the crash, well, I guess 2022 was the really rough year, right? We can see it got down to $11.90. It IPO'd a couple years ago, about 5 years ago, actually 4 years ago, and it got all the way to $70 a share. It collapsed down to about $11, $12. That was in June, right? 2022. Rough times. And since then, it's recovered quite nicely, over the last couple of years. Now we're at 38.80, making, higher lows, higher highs, all that. And if we look here over the last 3 years, notice this chart. Recently we just hit 49 a share, $50 a share. That was what? 2.5 months ago, early August, and we got a healthy pullback after that from 49 to about 34, $35. And what are we doing here? We're confirming the confirmation. So when I'm buying stocks, right? Not always, but sometimes when I'm buying stocks, the fundamentals always have to be good, right? But the charts, hey, if the charts are good too, that's always a plus. I like to use charts to pinpoint my entry points, right? And at this point, Toast, the chart looks good, and of course, it could reverse. Who knows, right? It could crash and we could lose everything. I could lose all my money in Toast stock. But hey, I think it looks good on the 1 year, right? You're noticing that. Now let's see if we can get through these moving averages. On the 4-hour chart, it looks solid. We're actually confirming a breakout of these moving averages as of a couple days ago. We have a golden cross as well here on the 4-hour. So I'm in this, right? I'm in this stock, and it's not, a massive holding for me. And I mentioned this at the end of the last video, right? Before we dive into the fundamentals now, this is the type of stock that, honestly, if it runs up pretty quickly here, if it goes to, let's say, for example, hypothetically, it goes to $50 in a month or two, I'm cool with getting out of it, taking that quick profit. But if I'm also cool with holding it for a year or 2 years longer term because I like the fundamentals. But the reality is I could see this stock running away from me before I build a big position out, because again, the charts look really good. And sometimes that's how the market is when you're buying individual stocks. I mean, how many times has this happened to you? I know it happens to me. It's happened to me throughout the years, right? I like a stock. I start buying it. I slowly start buying in, and it just rips in the first couple weeks of me buying it. That's happened to me before. I buy a stock and it goes up 30% and I'm like, dang it, I should have bought more. I might as well just lock profits in now and move on to the next one because I don't want to buy at these elevated levels. So I feel like that could happen here with Toast. If not, I'm cool with that because I think overall this is a good longer term play as well. So TOST, I like it. Let me show you here now a little bit more about the company. Let's see here. Let's go to here. So if you guys don't know about Toast, I'm sure you've seen this logo. It's a business-to-business company in the restaurant industry. So if you're ever in a restaurant, it could be a cafe, bakery, whatever, and you notice that little Toast logo, it could be a small business, right? Small restaurant, mom and pop shop. You see that Toast logo right there? Yeah, that means they're using Toast. I've seen this, I've personally seen this a lot, but I guess I pay more attention than some people. I don't know, maybe you've never seen it, but I've seen this in restaurants. And what this is, guys, let's dive into it, is Toast is a cloud-based, all-in-one digital technology platform purpose-built for the entire restaurant community, right? And Toast provides a comprehensive platform of software as a service, SaaS, products and financial technology solutions that give restaurants everything they need to run their business across point of sale, payments, operations, digital ordering and delivery, marketing and loyalty, and team management. And they also serve as the restaurant operating system. Let's see if I can zoom in a little here, connecting front of house and back of house operations across service models, including dine-in, takeout, delivery, catering, and retail. Toast helps restaurants streamline operations, increase revenue, and deliver amazing guest experiences. So think about it as essentially an all-in-one platform for a restaurant, right? And they crush it, guys. They crush it. If we look at the numbers a little bit here, let's dive into it. The PE, the trailing PE, is high. I'll say that right off the bat. It's a 92, but the forward PE is juicy. It's a 29, right? This company is becoming more and more profitable now that their forward PE is a 29, and it's coming down big time. I mean, look, a couple quarters ago it was 164, right? It was a lot higher. Now we're seeing that forward PE come down, which I like to see, and I like investing in companies personally, guys. Excuse me, it might be time for this coffee right now. Cheers, by the way. I like investing in companies that are profitable, right? For the most part. Sure, I've bought stocks in the past that aren't profitable. Sometimes that doesn't end well. You know what I mean? So these days, for the most part, like 95%. I mean, I don't think I even own a stock that's unprofitable. But yeah, for the most part, I'm only buying profitable stocks. And again, the P's getting better. Price of sales, what's it at? A 4? All right, not too crazy there. If we come over here now to the income statement, check this out. So the company's growing, obviously, right? It's a growth company. They did $1.7 billion of revenue in 2021. I think in 2020, don't quote me, I can't see it here on Yahoo Finance. It doesn't give me all the data, guys. I got to pay for the data. But I think in 2020, they did like $800 million in revenue or something like that. So they went from that to $1.7 billion in 2021 to $2.7 billion in 2022, 3.8 in 23, almost $5 billion of revenue in 2024. Now trailing 12 months, $5.5 billion, right? We can see that. So it has slowed down a little bit, but I mean, dude, this company has exploded overall. If you do the compounded annual growth rate the past 5 years on the top line, it's wild, right? It's wild. And if we look here, come down to the net income, what has recently happened, ladies and gentlemen? Well, you actually can't see it. Hold on. Let's bring it down. Where'd it go? Oops, I lost the line here. Net income. What has recently happened? They've become profitable. So yes, this company was losing $500 million in 2021. They lost 275 in 22, 246 in 2023, and then in 2024, guys, $19 million of profit, which really, I mean, okay, it's not much, but they're flipping into profitability is the point. So we can see 19 million profit, and now trailing 12 months net income $224 million. That's a great improvement. I mean, look, I like that. I like that as an investor. And again, they're still growing. Yeah, maybe not as much as a couple years ago, right? But I still think there's a lot of growth ahead. And again, the fact that they're profitable, trading at a 29 forward PE, I like that. I like the looks of it. So again, it's got that premium product, right? Toast is a more premium in terms of the restaurant industry, but it's got that great quality product in an industry, where there's competition. But I think Toast is the premium top tier, cream of the crop player. This is an interesting play. And I'm not telling you guys go buy the stock or go do this, do that. do whatever you want. Go do your own research. I'm just sharing with you all what I'm doing, right? This is my page after all, right, guys? So if we look at their earnings coming up, the company is reporting earnings. Let's go back to Thinkorswim. You can't see it, but I'm looking at it. They're reporting earnings on the 4th. So let's see what analysts are saying right now, what we're looking like heading into these earnings. So right now, and you got to take this with a grain of salt, obviously, but right now we're more towards the bottom of Wall Street's estimates, right? So the average price target on Wall Street, you can see here, is $48 a share. The high is 60, right? So that's high. We're at 38 right now, and the low's $36. So we're more towards the low end of that range. And looking at these analysts here, 28, based on 28 on Yahoo Finance, we have 14 buy ratings, 12 hold ratings, 1 strong buy, maybe 1 sell. You got those outliers on both sides. And for the most part, we have buy ratings, and hold ratings, which, I think it's more in the buy range, but I could see, holding it too. That makes sense. If you're already in it, you're already up. And we just got an upgrade from Citigroup. I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but literally, I think yesterday, we got an upgrade from Citigroup. They initiated, or was it an upgrade, or it looks like they just initiated it. Either way, they initiated a buy rating, $51 price target, right? So I don't know if all these banks are going to come in with buy ratings. You guys know how the game goes, right? But that is interesting. And it kind of all comes down to earnings. Like I said earlier in this video, guys, if this stock pops like crazy in the short term, I might be out just like that, because earnings are coming up. And if we go back to the earnings trends tab, hold up. This is what analysts are projecting right now. So EPS for the quarter they're about to report for, right, which is on the 4th of November, very soon here. EPS, the average estimate is 23 cents versus last year's 17 cents. So that's good, right? And revenue-wise, they're projected to grow about 22% roughly. So the average estimate's $1.59 billion. Last year they did $1.3 billion of revenue, and the low is $1.53. The low estimate, the high estimate is $1.63. So if they come in hot on the top line here, guys, growth's looking good, better than expected. This could end up making the stock go bananas. And for the current year, they're looking at 22% revenue growth, roughly at $6.07 billion is the average estimate for the current year versus 4.96 from last year. So the company's growing quite nicely, and I'm in it. So I like it, guys. I've been searching for new stocks. It's kind of what I do, part of what I do. I'm a content creator, but I'm also, an investor, a trader. I need some coffee. My throat's messing with me, guys. So part of my job is, I got to keep up with these markets and always be looking for new stocks. That's part of what I do. And I do like it. As a more, I can't say for sure at this point if I'm going to own this stock 5 years from now, but this definitely is one that I want to own for at least 12 months. And again, if it starts to break out and goes nuts after earnings, I'm cool with just taking the quick profit too. And then, of course, after that, I'd be looking for a re-entry. But we'll see. We don't even know what's going to happen, guys. I just initiated the position today, but I'm thinking too far in the future. Well, that's part of what you have to do as a investor and trader, right? But we gotta have it play out too. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm in that stock, guys. That's the new position, TOST, Toast. And this is not, I'm not like trying to get you to buy the stock or this or that. This is just my, thought here. My little rundown on the stock. I like it. I really do. And I think the chart looks great. And, we'll see if it plays out. It's not guaranteed to play out. We don't know what's going to happen here, guys. But, yeah, I initiated that position today. And I'm hoping we make some money, guys, or I make some money. You got to do your own research and trade at your own risk. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Join the Patreon if you guys want to keep up with what I'm actually doing in my portfolio real time. You know, you get all the buy alerts. I was going to say sell alerts, but I haven't been doing too much selling, right? More, rebalancing. Well, I guess that is selling. But either way, you guys get all the updates. There's a Discord, right? You get access to all my chart ideas throughout the week. And yeah, if you want to be a part of the community a bit more, in depth here, it's on Patreon, guys. Link down below, stosserfest.com/Patreon. Also in the comments. I'll see you there. And with that being said, cheers. Have a great rest of your day.